Today I'm testing Canva's AI 2.0. I've got 7 days left of the AI pass. If you don't see this feature, don't worry, it is still being rolled out. If you want to understand what this AI pass is all about, you need to go into the help center and they have all the information for you. It tells you what AI pass add-on is, what are the AI design tools available, what are the standard AI tools, premium AI tools, ultra AI tools, what are the tools available to me, what is available with each plans, and so on and so forth. It's very important that you go into the help center and understand what this new feature is going to bring you. Okay, let's click on Canva AI, and the very first thing I see is create your About Me page from your designs. And this is interesting because it says it's going to use 1679 designs that I have created in Canva. So this is not random AI, it's actually learning from everything I have already done. And just like that, it generated a full About Me page. What I do, my style, what I create, what drives me, and honestly, it is pretty accurate. Now I'm going to expand on this. I want it to tell me more. I'm going to click on this plus icon over here, and then I'm going to ask it to tell me more. And it is generating a lot more text and a lot more information about what I do. Okay, now I'm going to push it a little further. I'm going to click on the plus icon again, and then I'm going to go into Magic Write. Tell me more about my creative journey. Now we can see that it's pulling deeper context from my work and building on it. So this is more conversational and not just a one-shot generation. Now let's try something simple. Let's turn this into an Instagram post. Click on Canva AI over here, and then it will give me a split screen. I'm going to write my prompt here, and it's telling me I can't create an Insta post over here. It also tells me how I can go about creating an Instagram post. Okay, so let's go and create that Instagram post. I'm going to click on create Insta post, and then we are going to start by choosing a template. Once I have the template, I am going to click on Canva AI. Now it's going to give me the split screen again, and I'm going to ask it to redesign this page with all the things you know about me. Now I can see few things happening over here. It's getting ready. Now it says action completed, task completed, and it says it is going to redesign page 3 to be about your page. So I guess we need to give it more context like page number, etc., so that it will go and work on that particular page. Okay, it is also saying that it has saved the original page as page 4 in case I want to compare. I'm going to try and click on this particular page so that it will make changes to that page only. Okay, now it's working on it, and it's still telling me that it's going to redesign page 1 as the brand's intro or cover. Okay, this is looking a bit cluttered. But it's amazing to see that it, even before I said anything, it is actually contemplating by itself and telling that the green rectangles are covering the design and it's going to fix that by removing those, and it did. And this is very good. So it is having a conversation with itself and making things better for you. I like this part where once the task is completed, it is asking you and it's clarifying that did you mean this or do you want to do something else? This is looking a bit bland, so let's try and beautify this a little bit. So it's getting ready again and working on it. So it's going to polish it up. So you can see real-time changes taking place within that. It is rearranging the layouts, it's moving elements, it's adding text, refining the design, and it's literally talking to itself. Task completed, refining, adjusting. It's basically designing like a human. Let me try another approach. I'm going to open up a new project and I'm going to copy the About Me content that it generated for me earlier, and I'm going to tell it to turn it into a post with visuals, background, and animations. Here I have placed the About Me info in page 1. Click on Canva AI, and then I'm going to say page 1 has some details about me. I need this to be made into a post with elements and background, and add animations too. And as you can see, it has turned page 1 into a post with all the information I had given it. I want it to be more concise and not too wordy. So it's going to make it an image driven version. All right, so it has generated coloring pages, clip arts, wall arts, and it has a few sections at the bottom. It says coloring books, planners, SVGs and clip art, worksheets, wall art, and tutorials. This is very specific to what I do. So it is using the information about me. I am actually noticing spelling errors, so I'm going to ask it to fix it. Without me saying anything, it actually found that spelling mistake and then it says it's going to correct it. In real time, we can see the changes it's making. All right, so it's getting ready and preparing. You can see that there are a few glitches happening within the image, but the spelling still remains not correct, but it's trying again. So instead of me saying that, the spelling is not correct again, and please do that again, it is not waiting for me to say that. It is doing it on its own. So it is trying to fix it. I think it tried to fix a few times and then eventually gave up and removed that image and created a new image in place of that. I am very impressed with this feature. Now I wanted to use images or pictures from my work instead of randomly generating, but it is asking me to connect. You can either connect apps like Google Drive and get images from there, or you can use the uploaded images you already have in Canva. All right, so I'm going to make the selection from my uploads and then ask it to use those images instead of the AI generated ones in this page. I'm actually pretty fascinated to see how Canva AI is functioning over here. It has taken all the images that I have given it and placed it in a hidden page. This is very, very impressive. And now I can see that it is pulling all these images into the previous page. Okay, so it's all placed one on top of the other. Now I guess it is going to change the layout or arrange the clip arts properly like it was earlier. So all the AI generated images are replaced with the images that I have given it. Here you can see it is using 5 of the images that I have given it, and for tutorials it has used a AI generated image. I can see some of the images have like white backgrounds and stuff, so we can ask Canva AI to remove those backgrounds and clean up the images. And also, I don't want it to be too dark. I'm going to rearrange and change this entire thing into a retro style for colors and elements. It completely replaced page 2. So I guess if we want to have a variation, we need to actually duplicate that page and then start making changes to that page. So now we have completely lost page 2 that was there earlier. Now we only have page 2 that is new in a retro style. This page is also looking a bit bland, so I'm going to use this edit tool called decorate, and then I'm going to describe what I want. And then it's going to generate some elements for me which I can use in my design. So you can see how it completely transformed that image. This is one feature that I really, really love in this update. The biggest issue I have faced so far is page confusion. It was editing page 2 instead of page 3, then we have duplicate pages and it's getting confused between the pages. So you really need to select the exact page and be very clear with the instructions. So here is my honest take. Canva AI 2.0 is very powerful. It is context aware. It saves a lot of time, but you need to guide it, be specific, and expect some glitches. If you want me to use this to create Etsy bestsellers, automate digital products, or test how to actually make money with this, let me know in the comments and subscribe because I'll be testing more Canva AI features very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.